Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Tainted Grail. And in this episode, after the previous one, we have a severe potion shortage. So yeah, things are still popping in a little bit after a fresh load. It's fine. Yeah, so we're going to go try and deal with that. And then, as we've pretty much finished with this area, let's head on to the Forlorn Swords region, where we had a pretty tough time last time, and not expect it to be any easier. I mean, I suppose we could go gathering resources for potion crafting in this region. That would involve me remembering where they were, and it has been, a few days now at least. Okay. Whoa. Hey, I pressed the button to walk. Let's press it again. There we go, that's better. Right. Let's brew some potions. Excellent. We can... Oh. Well, alright, hold on. My lady. No sage. Well, it was worth a try, wasn't it? Okay. Oh. So we can make Bleed a Rogue. We can make Fool's Rush. I knew we could make Bleed a Rogue. Why weren't we able to do it for such a long time? It wasn't the monster blood, surely. Was it the fish oil? Okay. Right. Well, let's knock off one of them. And we still can't click the confirmation button. Lovely. That's a bit much. Let's do some of these. Okay, just one then. Lovely. Why are there so many things to boost... well, stamina regeneration. Actually, you know what? No, we have pretty good stamina regeneration from our current set of armor. I had a little bit of a plan about that, actually. I could make some of these. I just stopped mid-crafting there to check I was still making the same thing. Okay, may have side effects. We should never make that. Alright. Obviously it's going to take us some time to renew our potion supplies, because the Fey warrior from the wyrdness that assaulted us, well, we used a lot of potions to endure his onslaught.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Now I'm thinking, with the distance here,
Nice to see you.
the distance we have to travel to get to the next region wastes a lot of time. I'm also impressed by the fact the bears don't seem to attack us anymore. Maybe it has something to do with the fact we're wearing the Green Knight's armor. If so, that would be a really nice little twist. Or just we've done the Sir Gawain and the Green Knight quest line. Well, just one quest really. I'm staying on foot because I want to be ready to fight in case I have to. Although we are pelting along at a pretty fair speed. Okay, bear, what are you going to do? We won't give you any trouble if you won't give us any. Okay. That was enough. Yeah, usually we'd have to get nowhere near that close to trigger an angry response. Okay, it's given up. That's great. We still don't have a way into that grand fortress. And that's somewhat disappointing. But I think we can live with that disappointment. That looks crossable. So I think it was a little further over we had problems. Anyway, healing supplies are appreciated. Let's move on. How fleet of foot are we? Tripping lightly across the hillside. Near this dishevelled old ruin, and hello, there's a podder who's going to get smacked. Alright. I'm not sure how much I want to test my theory that the Weird Knight cannot attack us in the Forlorn Swords region. It seems like something we should not test. Now, this is way too far, even if we just jump across to those, and a very dangerous leap. Doesn't look too safe on the other side either. There may be a way from over there, but if so, we will have to wait and see if we can find it on the other side, as the gate into that tower is locked, or rather barricaded up. Well, let's see what trouble we can get ourselves into. Without getting too deep, I'm half tempted to go tangle with the ogre on the other side, because he can't hurt us if he can't hit us. And we could almost try that out, although it would be a long fight. One that would test our new reserves of endurance, because we would be dodging and evading a lot and not attacking straight up. There's our fire from last time. There's the impossible doorway. So, head towards the big sword, and how does that get me over there? It must be that big sword. You know, we could just try these ruins over here. And say, what's this? Monsters we can fight? Get you. There we are. So, I think we can leave her there. There's nothing overly useful to us, and that looks like we should be able to get inside somehow. I'm somewhat intrigued, but not too much. I believe this is where the ogre stays. I see a new bear. I don't see the ogre. So perhaps the ogre's up there. I don't see any people in there either. Yeah, I think the ogre is up there. Okay. Ooh, no ogre. Okay. This looks like somewhere people should live, and they've been growing crops. Let's not make too much of a nuisance of ourselves. We'll leave them their belongings. And go about our way. We're trying not to fight any of the locals, because we've been told they won't fight us after we've spoken to this man, who seems to be very difficult to reach without passing by a lot of the locals. Ogre's over there. Let's try not to attract his attention.
What's that noise?
And there's a person we shouldn't be fighting. Look, you. I'm terribly sorry about this.
You're in for a world of hurt!
Yeah, keep hitting.
Your wealth is ours! Your money or your life!
Yeah, it doesn't work like that, I'm afraid. It's your money and your life. Right, I feel bad about that now, because I managed to avoid that for all the last episode. There's another one there. Wait.
We're not alone.
Oh, for pity's sake. Well, maybe they won't come and fight me. I mean, it sounds like they absolutely are. Although they don't seem to be making any moves to attack me. We got little cairns here. Oh, hello. Now, we cleared a path here before, but not fully. You know what? I'm dead with stamina? How very peculiar. reminds me of a first edition AD&D monster called the Pseudo Undead, which was just a person who looked like an undead creature, and they had all the same combat stats as the undead creature they looked like, but it wouldn't be a mummy, it would just be like a man with leprosy and a load of bandages wrapped around his skin or something, you know. Someone with a really unusual tooth condition who needed to get to a dentist. And, you know, bizarre pale skin deficiency. And a very low heartbeat. And so on. The sort of person the heroes might pick a fight out with without a second glance. It's kind of right up there with Nilbogs. Right. You know what, we'll have this one as well. No, you're getting hit, you bastard. Fuck off, where are you? Okay, well, that's better. Right, you. Yeah, that one. Stop walking around me in circles or I'm going to have to hit you with a weapon. Okay, at least we can take damage. I mean, it doesn't feel much like it, but... Okay, you're gonna stop circle strafing now? Because you're like a fucking twat in an FPS game. And those cunts need fucking killing because nobody does that realistically in a fight. Fuck off, fight properly, you bastard. Right. I should probably move while I'm healing. I think I'm going this way. Yes, but it's not going to necessarily amount to much. Alright. Let's see if we can make it to some kind of self-shelter by nightfall for once. That hasn't been possible so far in this region, and that bear's going to be a problem, isn't it? Well, how about we just swing wide? Nothing to do with sweet chariots, we're swinging wide, not low. And I think we're going through this way. Because that's not what we did before. I think before... Okay, we're not doing that at all. Keeps sounding like fighting music. I want to be careful of that. More dead Dalriata. Whatever can take them out has got to be a real threat to us. Shit. Almost ran straight into that bear. Well, let's keep moving and hope it doesn't give us a hard time. Now, this is about as far as we got last time, isn't it? Let's see if maybe we can find the briefest hint of Satan. No, they're going to try and kill us.
We're not alone. You're no match for our band.
Okay. Oh god. Dalriata being affected by the weirdness after dark? What's this? This is new. Oh, fuck off. I heard the bell. I heard the bell. He's still there. And he's coming as well. Shit. Yeah, you be as immune to the bleeding as you like, mate. I'm gonna die here now. It's great. Right, let's see. Okay. I mean, we got a few. Let's just take that straight away, alright? And that's not going to do much, but it's something. Hey, okay. Okay. Okay, please. Right, okay. Not so evergreen. Okay, let's hold it. We've got 2 of these here. Great. And if we just consume this, that's pretty good, right? We are not doing much damage. Oh, cart got us. Right, let's get something else on here. We've got 3 of them. It's something. And, oh, you know what? We're actually pretty healthy, so let's just go... Yeah, that'll do. Right. Would be nice to actually see some kind of damage on his life bar. Any kind of change, you know. Actually, yes, now that's progress. It's not much. Getting some progress, and we're still alive. It's not much. Well, we were making some progress replenishing our healing supplies. Didn't really last long, did it? Okay. He got stuck in the bridge momentarily there. That was nice. Won't happen often. Haha. Ow. Now, do we have anything? We have this. Shouldn't do that, that's risky. Ah, mana shield. You know what? Actually, not a bad idea. Okay. Okay, we're eating into his stamina there a bit. Hey, you know what? Don't want to jinx it here, because we are not in a good way. But you know what? We'll just drink that. Not that it's going to matter much because we're not doing very much damage. Ugh, we don't want to. Okay. Alright. Let's see. In theory, I only need to outlast his onslaught. Unfortunately, it is a horrific onslaught. Ow. Okay. Yeah, we got an axe, mate. We're not afraid to use it. Badly. Whoa! Oh, that's what it was. Wow. Okay. We deserve to heal. I think we've made it through the weird night. That is probably experience points over there we can handle. Now, it is a very long way to travel. Almost as if everything else we could do here. I mean, one moment. Call of the winter moon. Oh! Yeah, that would be easier if I could get in there safely. Right. What do we got? Frostbitten warrior axes. Okay, fine. I've just used up all my potions. Oh well.
We have company.
You'll regret this soon, mate. Don't worry. Just when I get out from behind this cart. Okay, here we go.
This is my lucky day. Your gold belongs to us now.
Well, you say that. But now all your gold belongs to me, so my gold belongs to me again. That was a woman? That was definitely a man's voice when she was attacking me. Must have been him. Okay, let's see. I mean, it's a good helmet, don't get me wrong. Good heavy armor as well. Yeah. Titan steel cape. Okay, what buffs? Attacks heavily poison enemies. Yeah, okay, fine. Right. No titanium arrows. Number none. What? Number none. Weird. Very, very odd. I don't like you. Are you going to let me in or what? That's a lot of you. It's almost as if I've been sent on a fool's errand. Sorry, Quirko, I need to get back down here. Yeah, I'm not liking this at all. It is very good for my experience points, though. Once again, I seem to be just using up all my potions for very little progress. But I'm getting good experience points. If I can find... Okay, that's a lot. Oh, these are new. These are not corpse eaters at all. They do, however, die nice and easy, so if I can hit the buggers. Right. Has he fallen off? No, good. Mate, just no. Okay. I can't bloody hit him under the ground. Well, I'll fight this one. Right, now this last one... Yeah, I can't do anything with this at all. Right, okay. Well, mate. I can hit him underground, okay. And we got ourselves a level. Which should get us one of the 2 strength points for Sir Lancelot's set. Well, clearly I'm not getting in here. This is far too heavily fortified. Is there a way across here? Possibly. Because I'm not getting in this way without some serious struggles. Also, not getting another level anytime soon. Looking at basic values, I'd say this isn't... The Rimor stuff isn't the greatest equipment in the world. Okay. Well, if I'm not going that way, I'll find another direction. We've still got some time before nightfall, and I have a fire near... Yeah, but I need to get all the bloody way back to... What's it? Quanacht, if I want to rest safely. Otherwise, that giant knight's coming for me again, so I need to be moving pretty bloody fast. Unless I can find some kind of cave to hold up in. Some kind of cave where resting is not forbidden. It's worth a shot. Who the hell is this? Someone friendly who's not trying to kill me and not a bear?
It's crawling with monsters out there, isn't it? I'm hiding here to get my strength back before moving on.
Who are you?
They call me Runner because I'm a fast runner. If I were still with my tribe, I'd have introduced myself as Shabba. But Scaran the Skin Taker gave me that name, and I just got used to it.
Where is Scaran the Skin Taker?
He's the top dog around here. After I joined him, he called me Runner. Said it was for how fast I run away from a fight. He's one mean son of a bitch. At first, it seemed like we all shared the same idea, uniting the Delrita, even the Nameless Ones. But over time, he started losing it. He sees conspiracies everywhere, trusts no one, stuff like that. I think the power got to his head. I've heard it happen sometimes.
So I think the Nameless Ones are a bit like the Narmlings or Niflings. So you were cast out from your tribe?
Not really. My greatest sin was being a Gunvolder who survived. None of the other tribes would take me in. They think my survival goes against everything the Delrita stand for. Can you believe that? As if surviving is beneath the Delrita. Who needs us dead? Only the worms in the ground. So I joined Scaran the Skin Taker's band. We were like a family, until Scaran decided there was no place for me in his ranks.
Sounds like a bully. Where are you headed now then?
Out of here. Anywhere. The farther the better. I've got just one last piece of unfinished business keeping me in these lands. But I need a lot more strength before I finish my mission. And all these monsters sure aren't making things any easier.
And what mission is that then? Does it involve Scaran by any chance?
I want to get rid of
it
Scaran the
does.
Skin Taker. He shouldn't rule over anyone, and he certainly shouldn't try to unite all the scattered Nameless under his banner. But if he succeeds, the way he is now, he'd have us attacking our own brothers. I've had enough bloodshed. One Eye's off to his war, and word is that Gurfhan wants to call the moot and go to war with Camelot. Or with One Eye for going after Camelot. Either way, it ends with us spilling more of our own blood.
Yeah, let's not talk about One Eye. That's quite a reasonable take for a former bandit.
But it's the truth. And I was thinking, if you're willing, we could make a deal. You see, if Scaran were to be killed by someone outside the Delrita, not only would he die, so would his legend. My Nameless brothers will see the truth. Someone wiser will take his place, and we'll live in peace. Exiled, maybe, but still honorable.
Alright, I'll hunt down Scaran the Skin Taker, and he'd better not be by the nearest place I might conceivably be able to find shelter.
Great! That's what I like to hear. Bring me his head, and I'll share what I took when I left the village. You won't be disappointed. Don't you worry about that.
We'll see about that. It's probably going to be really hard. Okay, now. Big sword up that way. It is the same direction. Okay. Well then, this might be the direction in which we travel. For now. Especially if we can find ourselves a good place to rest. Before it gets dark. That looks like some kind of construction rather than being natural. Or it could just be the great ribs of something. That is definitely constructed. So, a fellow in Kuanacht wanted me to check out some caves over here, something to do with the Four Dwellers. That man's moving like he might be possessed. I think it's undead. That looks like I could mine it. That looks like a cave entrance. Definitely undead, I think. Ah, that kind of undead. We've not fought that kind in a while. Excellent stuff. Right. So, I want this. And Gunvalder Ancestral Crypt. Well, we don't want to go in there, but it might now be on the map, although it doesn't look like it. Oh, that's right out in the middle of the road as well. Marked the area on my map where the grotto he spoke of should be. Well, you know what? Let's light a fire here, just after we pick this up. We'll take that level, put it in strength, and then I reckon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Could just grab this. We haven't been staggering enemies very much recently. Weapons weight. It all adds up. We can do better with endurance. Although Deadly Fury is quite nice. Okay, let's see what we got here. Heavy attacks with one-handed weapons. I do a little bit. Yeah. Could just go boost for damage. What else? No. Okay. So debilitating blows could match up with because I know there's one here. Could have sworn it. Unstoppable impact. Well, okay, debilitating blows it is then. Not that we can necessarily stun the undead, but we can try. I think we got his attention. Oh, we got attention, all right. Don't know what those boards are on his back. Oh, it looks like it's part of a building, a roof. Now, why would he have been attached to a roof over a doorway? Oh, this is really bad. So, being overburdened means we'll get stuck out here at night and slaughtered if we don't find shelter soon. Oh, that armor's very sort of Skyrim. Sort of like a mixture of the Elven and Imperial armor. There we go. Got him. So generally we can fight these lesser foes quite well. It's for more deadly trained warriors we gotta watch out for. Although, it could just be an indicator we're in the correct area. Overall though, it seems there's just nowhere safe around here. Roll or cool. And a great big sword. And very near to our objective. Let's pray we can find somewhere safe to rest. This does feel like an important location, but it also does not feel like there's anything overly special we can do here right now. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, really? Don't like this. Oh no. So like some kind of ice dryad? Oh, piss off. Okay. Where are you? Got it. Ooh. Very nasty. But not impossible. Just nearly impossible. Oh, my hand. Ow. Okay. Oh. We could go into Quanacht and fight our way through the Everdark fields. Maybe. The Weird Knight cannot manifest there. I have my serious doubts. Also, this here looks like where I want to go. Grotto of the First Men, indeed. Do I need to? Seems like I still need to walk over there to trigger it somehow. But I'm just hoping I can rest inside. Maybe we'll reach that point and it will say start looking for the Grotto of the First Men. It should be near here somewhere. Also, that little building there looks like some kind of shrine. Similar to the one where the other man was resting. Maybe those are safe spots we can rest in. Ah. Okay. Wait, we had heal, and now it's changed to pray. Okay, so it's just right here on the road. I think we just... Well, we found it. So let's just walk on in. And then we probably can't remember why we've been sent here. Look at that, a very young fir tree. Can't remember what the green dinosaur skull is, but it's a good thing. I think we got our critical defense thing up. We've been doing a lot of fighting. These things are all understandable. Oh, it's to do with having full stamina, isn't it? Okay, let's see. How bad is this going to be? Well, we're out of the snow, and the wind won't be blowing so harsh. That's something, at least. It's not much. And our objective has immediately been our objective has immediately been updated. Let's just mark all that lot as seen. Crafting reagent, that's fine. Recipes we obviously don't have. I've reached the place Imram told me about. Now I just need to explore it. Yeah, because that's not going to go horribly at all. I mean, it might just be a nice, innocent little... Cannot be placed in this area. But at least we can see the time. There's something through there that does not look entirely friendly. But potions. Excellent stuff. This looks important. Ooh. Silencer. Looks like a dagger. It is a dagger and requires a massive amount of perception. Okay. Is there going to be a theme of assassins type stuff in here? Oh no. No! Got some kind of shield up there, friend. It's his cloak. Yeah, in the legs, pal. Empty! Oh, that's just insultingly bad. Okay. And weird slime. Well, we've dealt with this before. Let's get ourselves some archery practice. And I'll wager this cavern was not the last location down here. I like that. That's nice. So that leg is odd. Less of a foot. Long. This is like the creatures that attack at night in the weirdness. Some kind of horse's head, or horse serpent cowl. Arthur with swords stabbing the big sea monster, perhaps. What's this for, mother? Let's continue exploring and see what else we can find here. The great stag we've seen walking the land. Some kind of four-dweller with four-armed lesser four-dwellers in attendance. Animals serve under it. Possibly, you know, explaining the link between the weirdness and nature and how it doesn't seem to affect animals, and animals don't seem to be affected by it. Maybe I shouldn't do this. But I did. Okay, people worshipping, looks like humans worshipping the four-dweller. What's that? It's not so easy to see through the hole. Looks like a sort of maybe diamond-shaped thing with two balls in the center and some jaggedy lines across. We can't make out much from that one. Another carved stone. We've seen this figure before, and this one again. No! This isn't the fish. This is some kind of insecty thing with four legs coming up out of the ground. Oh, my king. What will you have to say about this when we are done? That does not look like we'll get to walk on it because it stops, comes to an end. I see it there. So that would be where we came in. And this would be further on and further in. The stags are all going inwards. These people don't seem to be making a similar procession. What am I supposed to take away from this? Will some mystery perhaps be revealed further in? Well. A weird slime approaching is an issue. Oh, it's got some reach on it, okay. Oh, so it's regenerating stamina quickly when it goes down like that. I see. I'm not quite seeing it yet, whatever it is. Oh, hello. Well, I think further on and further in is the order of the day. As the four dwellers close around us and reach out over us slowly with their arms that aren't quite extended yet. We're seeing this again. Why? Oh, you've got to be kidding. Well, apparently not. Quirko, you better not stop me getting out of here. Thank you. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Speaking of which, though... Are you waiting to speak to... That's an actual four-dweller. I think it's going to be a conversation.
I sense the presence of a soul. The veil stirs. I awaken.
Who are you?
I am the observation construct, set here long ago by my creators. Of them, no trace remains, only silence. Yet you bear the soul mark of a creator. Faint, flickering, but there. Shall I speak what I have seen?
How long have you stood here?
Time is not mine to measure.
Expected.
No sun reaches this place. If you seek such knowledge, find the one the creators named Time Construct. Or ask the construct for watching Outlanders. He counts the days, or so it's said.
And are they here or somewhere else? Tell me everything you can, then.
You must choose what I shall speak of. My memory holds much, but not all at once. Would you know of the living that pass through this place? Or the signs carved upon stone? Or the bones and the other still organic matter?
I would like to ask you about... the symbols carved on the stones.
The stone is painted history. The first carved their truths into the walls, signs not bound by the turning of time. I watched as stars marked their days, the gut of the mountain, the giant's eye. The sky bore witness when the primordial fell. The pattern remains for those who know how to follow it, but few now do.
Tell me about the bones.
One rests still, a skull of the first, cradled on a pedestal, delicate, revered. Perhaps the old tales speak true, that the creators sprang from those ancient ones. The signs point that way. But to say more would be beyond my knowing. A greater construct would be needed.
Tell me of the living creatures that pass through this location.
So be it. Many come. Small lives, clawed and toothsome. They bicker, they fight, they devour. Be wary. None like you have passed this way in many cycles. None who bore such light in the soul.
Were you made by the Foredwellers?
I do not know this word.
Of course.
I was woken by the hand of creators, or perhaps by their will. That is enough.
I think that's all.
I wake to presence. I rest when the world falls silent. The watch is ended, for now. When another soul walks this ground, I shall wake once more. Take this as a memento of our meeting.
Oh? Is it a healing potion? It's the Foredweller's skull. And there's something over here very significant. Looks like a portal over there. And Arthur is ready to speak with us. Oh no, that's the way back out. We shall absolutely discuss this with our king. But for now... I'd like to imagine that portal will take us out to safety. However, it's not that safe outside. You know, that's a lot of... There's a lot of creatures that don't bleed in this area. But plus 30 damage is very good. And 44 of them too. There we go. Seems like a very good deal to me. And we do have some healing potions. Not many. How are we doing for time? We need more time. Well, I think we should bravely discover where this leads. Oh, are we further in? Or near the entrance? Ow. I think near the entrance indeed. Okay. Good. So be it then. If we can take it nice and slow, we won't need to be too concerned about the weird night outside. And then I think we'll have to go back to Quanacht. However, our quest should go back to Imram. Hey, that's in Quanacht anyway. Excellent. Let's head back to Vrel's. And consult with his liege upon the way. Well, our liege. His Majesty, His Royal Highness. Now. Oh, a little bit more. Okay. If I step out now, I'll be assailed by the Weird Knight for a couple of minutes. So let's hold a while. Hey, Quirko. How are you doing? You do have a nice little stroke. Pat on my head. Go on, it's been a while. There you go. Okay, you're a bit far away. Let's pat you again. Yeah, that's a little bit better, isn't it? Alright. That might be safe now. And we should be able to trade for Dalriata in Coanacht on our way to the town, which should speed our journey somewhat. Now, we don't know what will be back, but hopefully nothing yet. The Forlorn Swords is a bleak, it's a formidable area, just because it's so barren and devoid of homely places to... Oh shit. Really? We've slain so many things here. But no weird spirits seem to assail us just yet. There we go. Did the game just really want to play the night effects and remind me that it's not quite morning yet? For now, I think we just want to get safely out of here. And maybe be on the lookout for any possible healing supplies we could find. These look awfully samey, as if we could pick them, and that does not seem to be the case. Well, there's our bonfire that we laid earlier. It's just waiting casually for us. And there's a bear in this village that may cause us grief if we're not careful. But it is the way we know, and trying to find a way through the rock face there won't be very successful. So, let's limp on through the snow in search of shelter. Also, we get those snowstorms, which seem to be magical in nature, but one on the bridge, I'm not sure who did that. It may be that they simply strike up in this area. Okay, I think we're just going to have to fight this bear. It's nothing personal. It's just really impeding our journeys. But, then again, the bears do seem far less aggressive. As if we have... I wonder if there is some hidden benefit to the green knight armor that just makes the animals less hostile towards you. It would make a lot of sense. Another bear. Okay, well, hold on. We may be able to avoid this one also. But it seems somewhat unlikely. I mean, we had to get pretty... Hello, there's a chest in there. We might want to go investigate that once this creature is no longer a threat. For now, though, yeah, we can walk pretty close to the bears without angering them, so I don't know if it's the region, I don't know if it's the choice we made. with the previous men here, whatever it is. I'm not going to complain about it. It would be nice to understand it, but it seems to be beneficent. And it's not as if the bears in this region are less aggressive, because the bears in Quanacht are also less aggressive now too. I feel like addressing this man by the gates and saying, your quest is incredibly challenging. Borderline impossible. We will have to work on that. Honestly, we need some kind of safe camp or staging point where we can... Oh no, not you. From which we can venture forth into this region and back again. It's just... Or we need to... Hello, are we down here? West? Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah, good. And there's a bloody ogre here. I don't fancy taking that ogre with no dodging capability and no potions. That would help particularly. Although visiting that druidic shrine would be rather nice. We can start seeing what the druidic set for this area would be. We'll probably need 17 spirituality or maybe even 20, I don't know. A little more than we currently have, almost definitely. Maybe trying to cut across that way. Down through here might be a little more possible. If that's the sword we can see from here. No, that's the broken sort of horseshoe shape. That's that shape. Yeah, so that's the one we can see. The other one seems to be over there. We may just have to fight the locals. They seem intent on throwing themselves upon our blade. Let's see if we can make it back to town before nightfall. I mean, I'd say we got reasonably good odds. Reasonably. But the thing is, if we're operating out of Quanacht, we can't get very far into the Forlorn Swords without resting. I can sense a lot of players might lose inspiration or lose interest here, as it just seems too tricky to go without resting. Although they probably just rampage around abusing fast travel and laughing with their broken, squishy DPS builds that are so popular with power gamers these days. Man, remember the old school games where you just couldn't get squishy damage builds and tanky, solid, durable builds were the only ones that you could really just about... Well, you couldn't really build, but they were what you could really celebrate. You know, where, like, oh, 5% extra damage from a magic sword, okay, nice, but like an extra 20 or 30% from armor or shield, yeah, take that, you know. Well, when I get back to town, I'll definitely be resting. Oh, it's nice and early in the morning. You know what? We are back in Quanacht after all. My lord, let us speak. What are your thoughts of the Grotto of the First Men? Have you ever encountered a construct before? No. Did you ever suspect that anyone came to Avalon before the Four Dwellers?
We had no time for such speculation. As you know, survival in this hostile land was all that mattered to us. But now, with the construct's claim that they might have been the fathers of the Four Dwellers, it does give one pause. Who knows? Perhaps humans, too, might one day learn to coexist with the weirdness. But first, we must give them the time, so they may have a chance to find out.
Have you ever encountered such a construct before?
Never, until now, seeing it through your eyes. A truly fascinating phenomenon. It only proves how little we understood about the Four Dwellers. Sadly, our encounters with them were limited to the battlefield. We knew they created helpers for themselves, but their use appeared strictly military. We saw creatures that dragged the bodies of fallen Four Dwellers off the battlefield, like great hands retrieving their dead, or living beacons that revealed the location of our camps. But this construct seems even older. It must have been created before we ever arrived, back when they could explore their lands in peace. Lands we had to wrest from them, just to survive.
It's interesting that he kind of took the Four Dweller spirit into him as a child, you know, when he was born, and it longed to return here. And then the mother, creating the Red Death, almost drove the humans here. Which means, though, does the Red Death still plague the mainland? Or does it only follow the people who came with Arthur? Now that, I imagine, we will not know because nobody goes back to the mainland to try and find out. They just presume it's completely ravaged by the disease. But if it's their disease, the disease that follows them, it's probably, you know, there's probably still people infected on the mainland recovering from it, but it might be that it's not spreading, but, well, I'd say not spreading as quickly now, but the sheer amount of people infected on the mainland in the first place might mean that it's still pretty quick. You know, just proportionally speaking, it might be a little less virulent there. And it does seem the Red Priests are making it worse rather than better with their constant meddling. The way that diseases in the real world react to medicine by fighting and adapting to overcome it. And then new medicines have to be developed. It's almost as if the diseases are alive. Now there's a trader here. Ugh.
Fire's warm, steel's ready. What brings you here?
Well, I've got all this stuff to get rid of, you see, and oh yeah, this does actually look very tempting. Oh. It's one-handed, it's not +5. We don't know what its pluses are, and it's very affordable. Sure. Okay, I think we can just 16 strength. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. These things are nice to a certain extent. Just not necessarily that nice. Okay, let's see. Oh, 49 to 58. Same, but a higher dexterity requirement. Can just sell it. We are so close to that 15 strength, but I don't think we'll be keeping it afterwards. Okay. Why is bow orange? We have a very nice bow that does lightning damage on impact. Let's sell the... We can't sell no titanium arrows. Good weight on these helmets, mind. And that's plus nothing. But we are enjoying our set bonuses, so... Just nothing. Interesting. Okay. We'll hold on to all this lot. And we have a key to the chest. Not sure which chest. Not sure if it's one we've opened already. But let's go and make it back to civilization. I'm not sure if we can rest safely there. But let's see if we can slip by this bear again without having to come to blows. Okay, that's grand. Right. Got ourselves a few more ingredients there, might even be able to make some potions. Although I can't say for certain. You know what we should do? We should visit the alchemist in the marketplace, see if we can buy some ingredients off him. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of lag here from the rain and probably the fact that it's loading in the town again. So let's slow down, stop running. And give it time to load as we approach. Oh. You know, we got some more meteorite. We can probably upgrade the axe a fair few times. I should check what the upgrade material is on this new axe we've picked up, because it does look very pretty.
Got money? I've got elixirs.
Well, let's see. I mean, I'd rather craft my own, because they'd be better quality, but... Oh, yeah, take all that. And this. That's a good start. That gets us some decent potions. Okay.
You doing okay?
I certainly hope so, my good fellow. Why is he moving? Is he the one who normally kneels and prays loudly? I'm not sure he is, but it seems like he might be. And I know full well we want to head to Vrel's bookstore, but first,
Always a pleasure to see you.
we have some potions to be making. Ooh, 72, not great. Now maybe we can get a nice little stack out of some of those. Let's see, 40 or 104, much better. And what have we here? We have this beautiful axe that we want to go and upgrade. I mean, the ability to ignore blocks is nice, and always crits on the first hit on someone, but massive critical hits on that axe. So let's go see what we can do with it. And then I suppose I should probably take a break before the next episode and plan in the meantime what to do when I get to play this game again, which shouldn't be too long now. I mean, the Steam Next Fest has only got another day or so, another couple of days I think, so I might dip my toes in the of Ash and Steel demo again, because that did really well on the channel. And you know, I played a bit offline, but you know, just on the autosaves, didn't save manually, so I can go back to my save and show you a few things I found. Like a man in the woods who's hurt and needs medical help. Right, upgrade. Axe. Oh, you beauty. We're doing it. I mean, the critical isn't going to scale at all. But there we go. We could upgrade some more here, but I think... oh, it's tricky. It would give us good protection. It's kind of worth saving it for something better. I'm not sure we'll find anything better, so... higher damage, because it's +1 higher, but even then, we can give it a try, right? We can absolutely give it a try. It looks like it might be a touch shorter. Oh, it does look a little shorter, doesn't it? Okay. But I imagine reskinning, right? Yeah. No. I mean, it does seem slightly longer, but not by much. What can we make? Well, we can't sell to the smith here anyway, so we'd have to go sell it up in the marketplace. We can make most of this stuff. Oh, what's this? Okay, spellcaster stuff. Got it. Increases physical damage. And we just used all our meteoric ore. That's okay. Yeah, I see we can make some night stuff. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a good stopping point, all things considered. Right, there we are. Well, I'm going to end this episode here. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I'll say goodbye for now, and cheerio everyone. See you all soon.